Johnny Depp's attorney, Camille Vasquez, got a splashy new gig at NBC News, but that doesn't stop folks from complaining about it. Reporters at NBC News, as well as fans, and now just the media spinning it beyond recognition. Let's break down the truth. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and yes, as we previously reported, Camille got a big gig over at NBC News. A reporter saying that she had multiple networks offering her, and why wouldn't they? This was a huge, high-profile case. She was the face of that case. She did a fantastic job with Johnny and bringing the truth to light. We reported this last week. This came out, this is a little bit older, that NBC News journalists complained after the network hired Johnny Depp's lawyer. Now, I don't want to keep saying this reporter's name. I know a lot of you guys love to bag on her. I just think that's what she wants. She's, I feel like, out there just causing havoc and hatred just to get those types of clicks. So I just don't want to keep saying, you know, that kitty cat's name, as you guys know. But yes, NBC News is facing complaints from its own journalists for hiring the face of Johnny Depp's legal team. She's a Brown Rudnick partner, and LA obviously became a huge deal due to the case. She made her first appearance at the Today Show last week as an analyst for NBC News, speaking about the Brian Kohberger case. She appeared on that on Monday, and then journalists filed written complaints, allegedly, according to Semaphore here. They apparently say journalists were filing written complaints to management, raising concerns about the decision to hire her as an analyst, which was widely circulated inside the newsroom, two NBC News employees said. So I would love to get a hold of this. If anybody works there and can help me get a hold of this, my goodness, I would love to read that letter that got circulated. Some journalists said they felt the hiring discounted NBC's own reporting during the trial. Fans took particular issue with NBC, the name we don't want to say. Look, I can't verify. I wish this reporter would confirm or deny. She doesn't usually want to when it looks bad. But this sort of reiterates, I don't think sort of, this reiterates, if true, how biased this news organization is. I mean, this tech portion of the NBC News department. They want all reporting to be the same, to be their beliefs. That's what they want. They don't want you to hear anything else. And we talked about this. I sort of was like, whatever, let's not give the attention. But over the weekend, more and more jumped on this story. And that's when I was like, all right, we got to make sure we do something about this and call this out. Here's like an article on Yahoo, which literally offers nothing. It literally offers you nothing. Today, fans are calling out Savannah Guthrie's connection to Johnny Depp's attorney after she was hired as a legal expert for NBC News. Now, this was written over the weekend on Saturday. And, okay, let's see these fans calling out. One person here, they show, Camille, the attorney who gained nationwide attention for representing Johnny in the lawsuit, is now a new gig. NBC News confirmed Monday it's hired her to discuss the Idaho. I don't see a complaint. I don't see a complaint. Where are these complaints? All right, let's scroll down. Here's another one. The fact that people are surprised that Savannah Guthrie pulled a Camille Vasquez has me shaking my head. Of course, NBC protects. This is from June. This isn't about them hiring her. They literally had to go pull an Amber Stan tweet to justify this headline. No one's complaining. Note what Today fans are calling her out. Which ones? They couldn't even pull tweets to put in this damn article. It's so weird. Again, now this one from January 8th. Savannah Guthrie, his lawyers argued at trial. None of the prior relationships, not one was good. Amber, look what happened to me when I came forward. Again, that's not even a hate on it. There's nothing there's nothing about this calling Savannah out. And you scroll through, that's the article. Article's over. There's literally nothing here. So here you have Yahoo News, Georgia Dodd. Who are you? Where did this come from? This is literally how it spins. Now, this got picked up through a few outlets like that, but then you got these opinion pieces from the Mary Sue. Oh my goodness, this is a rough article we're going to go through, guys. Really, NBC recruiting the face of Johnny Depp's legal team? Yeah, because they won. And he's innocent. And she's a monster. Yeah, she's a high-profile lawyer. Name a bigger high-profile female lawyer this past year who had a case that big. I'll wait. You can't, because she was massive. And yeah, all sides are allowed, regardless of whether you believe the truth or not about Johnny Depp's case, which he proved his innocence. Regardless of it, how do you not think about a nationwide case like this and then not want to bring in the female attorney who did it? Do you not want all sides reported? No, they only want the side that's going to believe all women. That's what they want here. That's what they're telling you here. And this is terrifying. This is why we rally against that NBC reporter, the kitty cat, who we don't want to name fully, because they feel like they get more confident the more we say them. And we just got to stop saying their names. NBC has decided to hire Camille Vasquez, as we know. This is also the fact the decision to hire is likely partially because of her representation of Depp made her an internet sensation. TikTok users made her go viral. Depp rabid fans led a smear campaign against her. Oh gosh, where's that go to? Dozens of respected feminist organizations released open letter. Yeah, that got thrown out. Fans were so blindly enamored by her, by Vasquez, that when false rumors spread alleging that the married lawyer was in an unethical relationship with Depp, fans gleefully supported the idea and even shipped the pair on TikTok. We actually kiboshed that immediately. Criminal defense attorney Rebecca Kavanaugh wrote this interesting Twitter thread trying to justify. Here's that Twitter. I'm sorry, but rolling your eyes, smirking and making comments in response to witness testimony. I mean, Amber did all those things. In court does not make you a good lawyer, except on Law and Order and maybe in the midst of a court TV legal analysis. Depp's attorneys are awful. Well, says, I mean, I don't know. The jury disagreed. I don't know why the judge isn't stopping any of this. You have to stop eye rolls now? Both sides. How about Elaine's professional conduct? Rebecca, this is ridiculous. I have an unconscious habit of furrowing my eyebrows and sometimes looking exasperated in court. And believe me, every time I've done that in front of a jury, a judge has called me out to the bench to tell me to stop making faces. I've never witnessed a judge let a client laugh during witness testimony or a lawyer gesture and mouth yes, as Depp's lawyer did after Amber Heard mentioned remembering Depp having up the stairs. Similarly, you can't comment. Maybe she didn't see it, for one. Similarly, you can't comment during cross-examination. That's all that Amber's did. They were passing notes. I love how they always just want to say one thing. Amber's and her cronies were literally lying and pushing witnesses off by illegally sharing notes when they're not supposed to do that. Passing post-it notes and they had so many reactions. What are you talking about? I can't even stomach these responses. It's so biased and one-sided, these takes. So anyway, they lean into this too. What do NBC staff think of the recruitment? Well, one reason why Vasquez's role at NBC raised eyebrows is that her hiring seems to go against the company's own reporting of the Depp Heard trial. Part of NBC's coverage of the trial included releasing a documentary entitled, a super biased documentary, by the way, A Marriage on Trial, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, and the truth in the age of social media. Yeah, like as NBC is telling the truth. The documentary examined the social media frenzy that the case sparked, the vast spread of misinformation on social media, the influence of social media on the case, and what serious connotations the case could have in future DV cases. I mean, certain people in that documentary brought that up. But are you telling me that the documentary are you admitting now, Mary Sue, that it was biased? Great. Well, I'm glad you're admitting that. Now, you can't hear all sides of a case that he won. Even in winning, he still was a liar because it was all social media that did it, nothing else. There she is. They're not going to keep mentioning it. Going to scroll through, yada, yada, yada. Here she is trying to show that, imagine paying 3,000 unsealed court documents to air more dirt and then only helping. Actually, that didn't help Amber at all. It really didn't. And again, it proves once again that we aren't rabid, crazy fans. We want the truth. All warts and all. That's always what we've done here. Her reporting caused her suffer to the unprecedented vitriol of Depp fans. Quickly set up a petition to try and get her fired. So now you're going to do it for this? I mean, could they be bigger hypocrites? Oh, they tried to fire that reporter that I won't say her name. He who shall not be named. Oh, but let's fire her because you don't believe in what I'm reporting. It only must go one direction or else we're going to complain to HR. I couldn't even literally complain to their HR because the reporter in question, her editor, all ignored my pleas to get actual, response to the article they did about me, where I tried to excuse me, didn't even share the full quote I gave you. You lied at several points. All that stuff was just ignored. Anyway, insanity. But they're going to go send an HR complaint because Camille Vasquez, world-class lawyer who everyone now knows and wants to hear from, no, how dare you, because it goes against our reporting. Guys, this is horrifying. It's horrifying. And again, I don't want to keep picking out that one reporter, but it's just yet another example of how they're all just trying to take over this media to say one side of the news, not the news anymore. It's their side of the news, their truth on what they believe the news to be. This is horrifying. It's scary. And I'm so grateful you guys are here to help me put the truth out there, because look, the truth isn't either our sides. I mean, it is in this case. There's so much evidence towards Johnny. It's hard. I try to be as unbiased as possible, but in this case, it's so hard to not be like, guys, the truth is so clear from the evidence, because it is. But if you're going to have a different opinion, at least say that it's your opinion and allow the news network to have all opinions out there, right? No, not at NBC News. If you are supportive of Johnny Depp, we are going to report you to HR, because that goes against the documentary, the awful biased documentary we did. How dare you not support us? Guys, what do you think on this? I'm terrified by it. I want to see what you think, though, in the comments down below. Before you get there, do me a favor, make sure you are subscribed. If you've made it this far, hit that bell so you get notified, so you click on our videos, support them, smash the like button, leave your thoughts on this case. We'll be back later tomorrow. We won't be live today, but I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for always watching Popcorn Planet.